Thank you, Mr. Frangian, and members of our Pelham Memorial High School Orchestra. Parents and families, students, thank you so much for being here. It is amazing to have such a wonderful, full house, but I do want to acknowledge, given how full it is, tonight's ceremony is being filmed and will be airing on the district's YouTube channel, and we are grateful for you being here and also for your patience with our very full Pelham Memorial High School auditorium. So once again, good evening and welcome to the 2023 National Honor Society Induction Ceremony here at Pelham Memorial High School. I'm Mark Berkowitz, proud principal of Pelham Memorial High School. And again, it's a great pleasure to be with you. Please stand and join me for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, please welcome Matthew Michaeloff, who will sing our national anthem. Please rise as Matthew sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Matthew. Dr. Owen Mashane, Dr. Champ, faculty, parents, and most importantly, students. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you once again to the 99th induction ceremony of the Knight and Lamp chapter of the National Honor Society. Each year as we approach this ceremony, I am reminded that the values of Pelham Memorial High School itself are the values of the National Honor Society: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Students, tonight we celebrate your very significant accomplishments. We celebrate your commitment to excellence, inspired by this tradition, empowered through community. As we stand each year beneath the words, "Honor here the ideals for which they fought," I hope that the meaning of tonight's ceremony will stay with you long into the future. And throughout your time as students of Pelham Memorial High School, you and I and we all will be reminded of these ideals each time you walk through our building. And I say these lines each year because they mean so much to us all. As we enter and have entered this evening through the main entrance at 575 Colonial Avenue, just weeks past Veterans Day, let us not forget that we're standing beside memorial rolls for service for soldiers from World War I and World War II, visible reminders of Pelham's enduring commitment to character, leadership, and once again, service. As we stand beneath the main stairwell, and as you exit tonight, I encourage you to look behind you and look at that main stairwell. The frieze, created by a former Pelham Memorial High School student, Salvador Pietro, features graduates looking out towards their future careers in the arts and sciences. Even in the 1930s, the commitment of this building was for wisdom to remain with our graduates. And you'll look inside the inscription of that frieze and see those words, "Wisdom remains with me." And we certainly hope it will as you exit our building and return tomorrow. As we walk into our building's second floor, many of you are up there tonight, so I encourage you to look at this before you exit, and stand beneath the stained glass skylight, surrounded by the historical symbols of knowledge, such as the quill and owl. We are reminded that the pursuit of wisdom has been a principled endeavor for millennia. As tonight's induction ceremony demonstrates, and we are so proud to have 300 plus students here, each of you has the capacity to study, to serve, to lead, and to do right by others. As members of the Knight and Lamp chapter of the National Honor Society, we call upon you to continue these endeavors with a seriousness of purpose. So congratulations, students, on your very significant accomplishments and on your induction. And now I would like to introduce NHS Senior President Isaac Leaf.
Hello, everyone. The membership of the Knight and Lamp chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in high esteem by the Society. The 4 officers will review these qualities tonight. I'll be reading the quality of scholarship. Excellence in scholarship reveals not only that one's store of knowledge has been increased, but also that the individual has endeavored to make the most of the opportunities at hand. Knowledge is both necessary and useful. It can be acquired in only one way, and that is through diligence and effort. It is a truism that knowledge is power, but a necessary corollary is that it must be exercised with wisdom. With each successive year, more discoveries have been made, more inventions devised for man's use. Until today, the schoolboy has at his command many times the wisdom of the ancient sage. A little learning is a dangerous thing, but great knowledge makes one humble. Knowledge broadens one's horizon and makes one raise his eyes involuntarily to higher things. It dispels the limitations of ignorance and fears one from the fetters of self. I would now light the candle for scholarship. I would now like to introduce Senior Vice President of the National Honor Society, Samantha Gregoire.
Good evening, everyone. I will be reading the quality of service. The essence of service is love, and without love, service is empty. The love which inspires true service is not partial, but universal. It takes no cognizance of hate. It does not foster jealousy. It inspires loyalty and confidence, because it destroys fear. Upon every hand are opportunities to render service, to an individual, to an organization, to your country, or to the world. By performing the small services at hand, does one become accustomed to serving others, until larger opportunities call him. The experience gained through the small deeds serves him in the broader field. Serving others does not entail the suppression of one's individuality. Rather does it mean the expression and development of it. But in the expression of that individuality, there is not place for pettiness, greed, avarice, or made ambition. The world is full of self-will, self-justification, and self-love, which are the foundations of the world's ills. Today, the world needs individuals who can rise above the tides of the times and serve unselfishly. I will now be lighting the candle for service. I would now like to introduce Junior Vice President of the National Honor Society, Cameron Wanuga.
Hello, everyone. I will be reading the script for leadership. Leadership, in its highest sense, is not simply an outgrowth of a rigorous or pleasing personality. Leadership, in order to benefit mankind, must proceed from unselfish motives, from a strong character, and from a self-informed mind. It requires constant denial of self, a genuine affection for mankind, and an abiding trust in God. Humility is a requisite here, also, for the success of any cause is endangered when the leader thinks himself greater than the cause. A true leader is marked by self-confidence and poise, both of which are born of experience, knowledge, and an understanding of people. Self-confidence is not conceit, but it's a genuine belief in the righteousness of one's cause and a just appraisal of one's ability and knowledge. The peace and prosperity of the world, the salvation of mankind from itself are in your hands. Accept this charge, and when petty quarrels threaten to deter you, look ahead to the broad horizon and refuse to be stopped until you have attained your goal. In you, the leaders of your own world today, lies in the hope of the world tomorrow. I will now light the candle for leadership. I would now like to introduce your junior president for the National Honor Society, Grace Kiami.
Good evening. Character is a structure of thoughts, and nothing outside one's thinking is included in it. It is built of valor, patience, love, purity, moral courage, gratitude, joy, respect, appreciation of the good and beautiful, perseverance in the right, and independence of thought. A character is composed of all these elements would be a great character indeed, but it would become noble only so far as it is tempered with humility. The noblest characters in the annals of history have exemplified this virtue. In our own nation, Abraham Lincoln is the outstanding example. The world admires beauty, ability, and wisdom, but it reveres true humility. The most influential man who ever lived, the man who centuries after his sojourn on earth commands the reverence of the civilized world, said, "I can of mine own self do nothing." A sound and good character is the foundation for leadership, scholarship, and service. I will now light the candle for character. Now I ask that all members and candidates please rise and repeat the pledge. I, Grace Kiami, being aware of the honor which is being bestowed upon me by my selection for membership in the National Honor Society, do hereby pledge loyalty to this organization. It shall be my earnest purpose to give unsparingly of my time and energy towards the promotion of all school activities. I will strive to be at all times a model student and will never knowingly bring reproach upon my school. I pledge myself to uphold the high purpose of this society, for which I have been selected, striving in every way by word and deed to make its ideals the ideals of my school and my life. I would now like to welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Champ.
You can all have a seat. Thank you. Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. It's so exciting to be here, and congratulations to tonight's scholars and new inductees into the National Honor Society. I do thank you for the honor of sharing a few words tonight as part of your ceremony, and hope that tonight is a memorable milestone in your academic journey. Becoming part of the National Honor Society is an outstanding accomplishment and a testament to your intelligence, your study habits, and your commitment to your academics. Tonight we celebrate what you have learned and know that it is by no means the end of your academic journey. We hope tonight provides some encouragement and acknowledgement of this prestigious accomplishment and generates a lasting camaraderie that will enable you to keep up with the commitment to your studies both now and throughout the rest of your time in high school. I'd like to spend a few minutes together just unpacking the significance of honor societies and the value they bring to each of you, just beyond it being another bullet point for your resume or college application. Honor is defined as having a good name or public esteem, a showing of merited respect, recognition, privilege, describes a person of superior standing or one whose worth brings respect and fame. And society speaks of a group of individuals involved in persistent social interaction. Societies are characterized by patterns of relationships between individuals who share a distinctive culture and institutions. Tonight, you join an institution that stretches far beyond the four walls of this auditorium, beyond our school, beyond the town of Pelham. You join others around New York and around our country who share a commitment to the mastery of academic scholarship, service, leadership, and character. By becoming part of this honor society, you are demonstrating your acceptance of and belief in the culture and norms of the honor society, a commitment to conducting yourselves and your academic pursuits in a manner that demonstrates integrity, honesty, respect, and dignity, and a commitment to others who have demonstrated these same values in the academic arena. These are the ties that bind the organization, and now each one of you together in a new way. And you now accept the added responsibility of belonging to this society, to its ideals, and to one another. The motto of the National Honor Society is noblesse oblige. Sorry about the pronunciation to my French-speaking colleagues. It is a French expression which translates as nobility obliges. Or in the words of esteemed philosopher Wikipedia, my joke for the evening, the concept that nobility extends beyond mere entitlements and requires the person who holds such a status to fulfill social responsibilities. That is descriptive of this new membership and the responsibility that each of you now undertake. If you have demonstrated an incredible mastery of content and met all the requirements for qualification. So I ask you now, what will you do with all that knowledge? How will you use your skills and your abilities and fulfill social responsibilities to the world beyond these walls? Every time I have a chance to read to elementary students, I always gravitate to the book, What Do You Do with an Idea? Some of you may have actually been in 5th grade when I started, so you may have heard me read this book to you. In the book, it's by Kobe Yamada. In the story, the narrator, a young boy, has an idea represented by a small golden egg with a crown that follows him around. The boy doesn't know what to do with his idea. He ignores it, he runs away from it, yet it continues to pursue him. While he begins to warm to his idea, he also fears what others might do to discourage or judge him about his idea. So he loses confidence in his idea. Then after a while, he takes a chance and nurtures the idea, gives it a little time, a little attention, and it begins to grow and flourish. It becomes a vibrant part of his life and positively impacts him, even despite criticism and naysayers that come his way. Eventually, the boy finds the strength to cast aside criticism and judgment, that are launched his way, and fully embraces his idea. And finally, his idea blossoms, grows wings, and flies away to positively change not just him, but to actually change the entire world around him for the better. The narrator ends the story by saying, now you know what to do with an idea. You change the world. So tonight, I ask you students to consider, with all the facts, knowledge, ideas, skills, and learning that you've brought here tonight, what ideas do you have and how will you use them to change the world? Congratulations on your accomplishments. We will all watch and continue to celebrate with you as your ideas take flight and successfully change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Champ. I will now read the names of all current members of the National Honor Society. By Pelham tradition, with each name said, we will do one clap in unison. May the first row please rise. Gabrielle Ato, Gavin Omer, Irene Basu, James Blackburn, John Boyce. Pierre Kayat, Lucas Calderon, Chloe Castro, Spencer Conrad. Next row, please rise. Adriana Craig, William Crotty, Gabriel DeCruz, Sarah Dow, Arjun Diotron, Emile Demaray, Lucetta Doan, John Doan, Amy Doherty. Next row, please rise. Jasmine Duffus, Gavin Duffy, Russell Eustace, Sebastian Fisher, Eric Fontanella, Wilson Fredbeck, Sienna Giuseppe, Avery Goodman, Vivian Guo. Next row, please rise. Catherine Gristino, Sarah Harris, Zachary Hazley Allende, Christian Howell, Annika Halverson, Elle Halverson, Tatiana Irani, Rachel Janos, Evan Kaplansky. Next row, please rise. Zaid Karame, Julia Kindig, Catherine Kuznetsov, Emma Lasky, Sebastian Levy, Quinn Lover, Brooke Luce, Asa Malik, Prashant Mawana. Next row, please rise. Sean McCormick, Mia McDermott, Chloe McGibbon, Ryan McGovern, Megan McInerney, Liam Mead, Olivia Medrano, Helena Mejias, Christopher Meyer. Next row, please rise. Matthew Michaeloff, Jake Milo, Kasha Mitrione, Silvio Morovich, Andrew Mullen, Shinamari Njoku, Connor Normoyle, Catherine Nyborg, Lise Abdulu. Next row, please rise. Giada O'Kane, Mia Orlando, Josephine Olivier, Adela Penariti, Celia Parent, Padraig Perlman, Jacqueline Pineda, Genevieve Pereira, Lola Pierce, Olivia Polsky. Next row, please rise. Nolan Prophet, Ava Purcell, Sarush Rossi, Luke Reishi, April Rinneker, Inez Rowan, Catherine Ross, Adita Roy, Vincent Salerno. Next row, please rise. Lindsay Santos, Guion Schloyer, Madison Schneider, Zinedine Sahili, Laura Shelton. Next row, please rise. Madeline Smith, Shreya Singh, Leanne Spencer, Hannah Steinberg, Noah Timmermans. Next row, please rise. Isabella Turner, Madeline Turner, Warren Alto, David Valencia, Meredith Woods, Stacey Zaravelis. Next row, please rise. Ben Gorski, Ryan Lasilla, Valerie Madrid, Grace McNamara, Dia Negri, Rebecca Nicholas. Next row, please rise. Rory Panuti, Ava Ratigliano, Francesca Rapol, Ava Soblak, Joseph Vasilati. I would now like to introduce Junior President of the National Honor Society, Grace Kiami.
I would now like to present the new inductees with certificates to commit to the National Honor Society. Will the first row please rise? All right. Renee I. Kristen Anderson, Austin Ansorgi, Emily Atman, Rediat Asefa, Skylar Austin, and Emma Beer. Benjamin Blake, Caitlin Boyce, Henry Brandler, Judith Brandler, Sonia Brown, and Charlotte Buer. Sabine Bouchon, Claire Cahill, Marin Kayola, Louis Joshua Casenas, Chloe Choulet, Justin Cohen. Dennis Condon, Catherine Connolly, Addison Cross, Isabella Cross, Meredith Cullen, and Lucas D'Angelo. Will the next row please rise? Madeline Daniker, Noah DiDomenico, Brandon DeRogatis, Owen Duffy, Plum Durham, and Samantha Elliott. Will the next row please rise? Kate Feldman, Jake Fellner, Julia Fendikian, Kira Fendikian, Leander, Leonardo Garcia. Will the next row please rise? Ethan Gachalian, Elena Getz, Luca Goodyear, Sophia Greco, Scarlett Hanlon, Maxwell Hansen, okay, thank you. Will the next row please rise? Alexandra Herzog, Madeline Horner, Alessandra Hughes, Sade Jacobs, and Walter Jacklich. Will the next row please rise? Dari Jeffries, Charles Johnson. Matthew Johnson, Alexander Collar, Uma Kancharla, Catherine Kaplow, Matthew Kaiser, and Fletcher Kiesling. William Knickerbocker, Catherine Kuntz, Isabel Costensale, Claire Landy, Robert Langerfeld, and Oliver Lavalle. Jake Lubin, Alon Luciano, Faye Luneau, Eleanor Mayberger, Victoria Marcelino, and Lark Martin. Charlotte Marion, Lorenzo Matisse, Benjamin Martucci, Joseph Martucci, Gregory McFarland, and John McGrory. Paul McLaughlin, Elena McMahon, Andrew Morales, Aaron Moskowitz, Jamie Moskowitz, Jonathan Mullen. Chloe Murray, Manu Naik, Jake Namba, Waverly Nanda, George Negrin, and Cecilia Ojo. Chris O'Mara, Lucette Au, Madeline Pacella, Sydney Paulos, Malachy Perlman, and Nicholas Pietranudo. Gianluca Polanzani, Matthew Prisco, Zoe Purcell, Lila Resnick, Axel Robinson, and Daniel Rodriguez. Benjamin Sasson, Aiden Sinha, Zachary Susena, Jeremy Tam, Care Rose Vital, and Henna Way. Shannon Winston, Stella Winter, and Emily Hsu.
Grace Kiami,
and Cameron Wanuga.
would now like to introduce Board of Education President, Dr. Owen Mashane.
Well, congratulations again to everybody. The board has such value for your hard work and your accomplishments. The Board of Education is very proud of all of our students, so I just want to give another round of applause. I want to thank you to Mr. Berkowitz, Ms. Lundy, Ms. Apeshouse, and the student leaders for the invitation to come tonight. Just want to say good evening to the parents here and our brilliant students and dedicated educators. As we come towards the end of the evening, I just want to leave you with a few thoughts on something that's essential not just in high school, but in life, and that's balance. Something I've been thinking about, especially in the busy holiday season, running around, doing my shopping, getting my kids to the doctor, dropping off my Thanksgiving in the box at Huguenot. So we all have to remember to find balance in our lives. Aristotle, the great philosopher, believed in the golden mean, which means the desirable middle between two extremes. He famously said, moderation in all things. And this, friends, is not just ancient philosophy, it's a guide to a fulfilling life. It's like your phone's battery. Too much usage drains it, too little and it's not serving its purpose. So think for me for just a minute about how the concept of balance relates to the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. So first we have scholarship. And scholarship is more than just excelling in academics, which you've all done, but it's also about balancing the pursuit of knowledge with the wisdom to apply it in the real world. And leadership. Leadership isn't always just about leading. It's also about knowing when to listen, when to collaborate, and sometimes even to follow. And service is a beautiful dance between helping others and understanding your own limits. After all, you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to take care of yourself. And character is also about finding the equilibrium between standing firm in your own principles and also being open to new perspectives. So as we reflect on the 4 pillars, I want to reaffirm the Board of Education and our community share the values of nurturing high academic achievement for every student, listening to our parents, and providing the best possible education that transcends textbooks and really finding the balance in life for all of you. The essence of this balance is to dream, to strive, to achieve excellence, but also to live in the moment and enjoy the journey. So as we come to the closing part of the evening, I invite you to reflect on balance that you maintain in your lives as you continue your academic pursuits. Always remember to take time for yourself, for your friends, certainly for your family, and keep up the good work. So congratulations from the Board of Education.
Thank you, Dr. Owen Mashane. I would now like to introduce Ms. Lundy to give a few closing remarks.
Hello, good evening, everyone. First of all, as the advisor to National Honor Society, I'm dedicated to maintaining the traditions of this nationally recognized organization. It's rewarding to be able to assist and witness the chapter's growth from the time that I started here 21 years ago up till this point. And I'm honored and looking forward to working with all of you this year, and next year too, some of our juniors. Before we leave, I would also like to take some time to thank all of those who made the ceremony possible. First and foremost, all of you that came and attended. Parents, guardians, thank you so much for your continued support and dedication to your children. It's noted, yes, round of applause for your parents, absolutely, absolutely. I would like to extend a very special thank you to our superintendent, Dr. Champ, for the meaningful words that were shared, as well as helping pass out certificates. To our Board of Education President, Dr. Owen Mashane, for the kind remarks and passing out the pins to our returning member. To Mr. Berkowitz, our principal, for allowing me to be the liaison between you all and the Faculty Council Board. To Matt for singing the national anthem, all of our orchestra students playing the music. Renee, Hannah, Emily, Rachel, Emile, Josephine, and Catherine. It was beautiful, lovely way to kind of enter the auditorium. A big thank you to Miss Miller for all the ceremony pins, letters, certificates, programs, all putting all those things together. Our hardworking custodians, of course, and to my induction team, Isaac, Samantha, Grace, and Cameron. And also, I'd like to recognize the faculty council members. Ms. Abeshouse, Ms. Connolly, Ms. Pelicane, Mr. Pena, Mr. Prignano, Ms. Prignano, excuse me, Mr. Schleifer, Mr. Sirico, Dr. Tortorella, and Mr. Van Bakoff. Congratulations once again. This concludes our ceremony. Have a wonderful evening and a happy Thanksgiving.